What's good? It's Compass coming back at you with another video. Today we're going to be talking about what players are going to be added in EPL, as long as going a little bit over the WBSC announcement, talking about their eBaseball series, what they're going to be having for 2025. If there's any time to get into the game, it's now, especially when the eBaseball series is just starting for the year. The game's only $1. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like more Power Pros content, as well as tips and tricks on this game. Make sure to check out the Discord to talk to more people that love this game, as also American eSports players, as well as also countries' eSports players. Talk to them, get advice from them about how to play this game. But big news is that all these countries are going to be getting a qualifier. A lot of European countries, as well as China, Hong Kong, Argentina, India. Those are going to be some huge qualifiers. Can't wait to see the talent that's going to come out of there, as well as the women's qualifier. That's going to be the first. We're going to get to see the best of the women go on to the WBSC World Series Finals. You know, that's going to be really excited. But down here we got USA qualifier, the Japan qualifier, and the Chinese Taipei qualifier. All of them, you know, that we're gonna have to jump through some hoops, because you know there's gonna be an online qualifier in the league for us, probably. That's what we had last year, but there's a lot of talent in each of these regions that they gotta sort through, so it's gonna be a long process, but we're gonna be here for it. We're gonna be here for the grind. If you want to check out some more of these, when these are going on, each of the opens, if you are in any of these countries, here you go. And I'm going to leave this article down in the description. But let's go on and talk about what new players are going to be added to EPL, since you know EPL is coming along real soon with this announcement. Alright, and we're going to be looking at some new players that we didn't get to see last EPL season because they didn't get added in until after the draft. If you are not familiar with EPL, EPL is a league held that you basically draft almost all the success characters and play out a whole league of 3-game matchups with them. Last year was 18 teams. Who knows how many players and teams there will be this year. Can't say for sure, but we'll just look at who we got and base it off what we had last year. First new player we got coming in is Dark Hoshi. We did not see Dark Hoshi last season. Dark Hoshi is a very, very good pitcher with a very nasty special forkball reminiscent of Suzukaze. Also has that gold carver ability, which is really going to help him with that special pitch, and basically all his other breaking pitches just help break later. So also that Tyrant ability, which is so dominant, which means if he relieves, he's gonna be taken away -10 from their contact and power from the batters. So that's just a huge ability. Plus the A heater makes that 154-kilometer fastball come in even faster. Pretty decent control, great stamina, just bad with pitcher or runners in scoring position and bad with poise, but also has a bat on him and also some speed with gold homer and sprayer. Definitely one of the premier bats in this league. Definitely one of the best players that this league is going to have to offer once he's added in. I could see him getting taken in probably the mid to late first round, probably closer to mid. Could even see him going early first round if someone's feeling like taking a chance on him being a reliever and like a first baseman with that high speed and everything, and just how powerful his bat is. But I think the best player that's going to be coming in is, of course, Otani. He's got 163 on his fastball, A stamina, has that special sweeper that just goes so far. Also Dr. K just ups all his abilities, all his breaking balls, just so much whenever he gets 2 strikes. Also has two-way, which we'll get into that helps his pitching ability whenever he hits a bomb, which it's Otani. Of course he could hit bombs. One of the best bats that is going to be in the league next season. B clutch, B runner, almost A speed, S power, B hitting, 4 trajectory, fastball boost. So many different perks, and he also plays in the outfield really good. Has fielding, which is not really good, has a slow jump, but if you stick him in one of the corners, he'll be fine. He's a fine corner outfielder, especially with that laser ability. He's definitely one of the best pitchers this game has to offer, and he has a really strong case to go number 1. I wouldn't see him dropping out of top 5. He's most likely going top 3, to be honest. Definitely could see him going 1 with just his versatility of having the bat, playing the outfield, being a top pitcher. He's just one of the best. Alright, next up on the list we have Phoebus. Phoebus is also gonna be a very good player. Has a heater on a 158 mile per hour special pitch fastball that rises really high. Just doesn't have that iron ball or heavy fastball that you want to see out of a top fastball pitcher, but the rising fastball is definitely hard to hit. With the high control and the high stamina, also nice changeup and a very nice splitter, it's definitely going to be very, very good. Definitely going to be in that second tier pitcher just below those top fastball pitchers and Ohtani and those type of pitchers probably. With the right person, he could probably be up there with the top pitcher, someone using that special fastball right. But of course he also has a bat, also plays first base and third base, has good throwing. Not fast, but very, very powerful, B clutch, 95 power, 4 trajectory. Doesn't have slugger or anything, but with S power, I mean, doesn't hurt too much. Can still hit bombs at a very good rate. Also plays first base and third base pretty effectively. Pretty good third base and first base option, if we're being honest. The run speed is a little bit bad, but at least he has a good jump. So he's not the absolute best, but he's not bad. He's pretty good. I would definitely look at him to play third base or first base and also be a top pitching option. I definitely see him also going in the first round. This is also just another top pitcher. A lot of versatility on him. Alright, next up, our next player, our first fielder that we're going to be looking at is Boo. Boo's going to be one of the top hitters in the game. One of the best first basemen that you could possibly have. S power, S hitting, slugger, A clutch, top tier bat, up there with Sendo's bat. Sendo's bat's a little bit better because of the abilities, but you can't hold back that S power, S hit. Only thing holding that bat back is that 3 trajectory, but that also helps the contact hitting if you need it. Not the fastest, but not the absolute worst. Has a little bit of arm strength, which you don't really need at first base. Wouldn't really recommend him at catcher just because of the D catcher. But pretty nice fielding at first base. Definitely a really nice first base option. I would probably say he goes second round, top second round, probably around there. Top of the second round. And next up on our list, we got Krill. Krill's gonna be a pretty decent pitcher. It really depends on who's using them and who you're going up against, how good they are against the fastball, because I mean the other pitches, they're level 3, but they aren't the absolute best. They're very hittable. You're mostly relying on that bullet ability to make that 148 kilometer fastball appear a lot faster. Just not really too great of a pitcher, but definitely can get by and definitely better than a lot of pitchers you're gonna see. A lot of pitchers are kind of buns, so I mean, pretty nice player, but the real meat of him is he's just so good at hitting and also running. Has that arm strength. Slugger, sprayer, menace, all must-have abilities. Menace is amazing for him. Makes the pitcher go down whenever he's on deck and at bat. His contact or his control and his stamina, can't recall the exact numbers off the top of my head, but I know I've said them in the past. But it has that slugger and that sprayer ability that are much needed. Also plays every single position pretty decently. I wouldn't throw him at like a shortstop or anything or center field, but he could get by at most other positions off that run speed and that arm strength. But very, very versatile. Also, pretty decent pitcher. I could see them. It's pretty hard to say where Kirill's going because Kirill is a one-of-a-kind player, and we haven't seen a player like that in the draft yet. I could see them going anywhere from mid to late first all the way to like late second if like people really... I don't think it drops to late second just based off the fielding abilities, but I could see people questioning the pitching ability a lot just based on the lack of pitch selection. Also, that hot head ability is not really good. The A agile isn't really adding much to him, but yeah, I mean, still a pretty good player in his own right. Alright, and another fielder, first baseman we're going to be getting into is Gundo. Gundo is going to be a top level fielder in this just because of that leader ability. Of course, all his stats are just amazing for a first baseman or an outfielder. If we go to his outfield fielding, it's still a 66, which is really nice. Can probably play center field, not the best center fielder, but definitely an elite tier corner outfielder. Definitely elite tier defensive first baseman. Very, very good hitting. Not elite tier or anything. Isn't going to be hitting the most bombs for you. But 83 hitting, 84 power, 4 trajectory is nothing to sleep on. A throwing versus ace is really going to be popping up. Plus that leader ability is one of a kind ability. He's the only person in the game that currently has that ability. It's going to bring up whenever your team's in a good mood, more good moods than bad, it's going to bring everybody's contact and power up by +10 compared to regular morale's +5. So that really makes a world of difference in the no lock-on world. You're going to be seeing him probably taken very high. I would say that he would probably be a pretty controversial pick. There's probably going to be some people who would not think about taking him in like the first round or something. But I would compare him to like Koldberg with leader, gives that +10 to everybody, but he's definitely gonna be something special, and I'm gonna probably see him get taken middle of first to late first. I don't think he's gonna drop out the first. I think somebody's gonna believe in him. Our next player we got is a third baseman. We got Kanekura. Has blunder, which kind of hurts him in the third base and outfield. Can't really play that outfield too good. Has a little bit of speed. Can probably survive with him in the corner outfield, but just not that good. Has mood swinger, which is going to help him out in the DH role or the pinch hit role, whichever one you choose. But pretty much going to be a DH / pinch hit option probably. Pretty decent bat with slugger and hot bat. 82 power, 4 trajectory. Not the best contact, but 57 is definitely doable. 60 run speed is definitely doable too, but not anything too special. Probably just going to be kind of throwaway pick. Not really starting on anyone's team. I feel like there's going to be a lot better starting third basemen. I feel like somebody might get stuck having to play him in the corner outfield, but I feel like his role is best in the DH spot just so you could throw him on the reserves list and get that mood swinger going. And the last player we're going to be talking about is a pitcher. Really fast pitching, a heater with 156 kilometer with iron ball and tyrant. Really, really deadly with a screwball and a curveball that are both level 5. Level 2 splitter, which definitely could get some use. Has cutter, which is going to help them pitches break a lot later. Iron ball, tyrant, Dr. K, we all talked about them abilities earlier. Only thing that's really lacking is the stamina. The control is definitely very doable for a 2-tap pitcher. For a non-2-tap pitcher, it's kinda iffy. Not too sure how a non-2-tap pitcher even thinks, to be honest, because it's just not me, but I would be kinda iffy with the 65 control. It's definitely on the more usable side, but the D stamina is where it hurts. But if you're really relieving them for just an inning or a 3-inning stretch, shouldn't really have any problems. I could see them getting taken anywhere in the second round, probably mid to high second round, just based on the Tyrant, the Iron Ball, the very fast pitching. Also has a very nice bat on him, a power slugger, almost a hitting 4 trajectory, decently fast with the 60 speed. Definitely one of the better bats that's going to be in the league. Definitely going to help his draft stock. Alright, and that's all the new players that we have today in EPL. If any new players are going to get added, which I highly doubt, I'll go ahead and talk about them. If I missed anyone, go ahead and let me know in the comments that I missed them. I'll comment down my thoughts on them. Make sure to like and subscribe on this video if you like Power Pros content. Next video I'm going to be doing is talking more about the online side, the lock-on 3 side, what teams you should be making for these upcoming tournaments. If there's any time to start playing, it's now. Trying to get in, especially if you live in one of those countries that has one of those qualifiers. It's going to be a lot of fun to see who can come out. I'm definitely going to be making a video, hopefully making a video soon about online, helping people out with the online qualifiers. And yeah, that's it. It's Compass tuning out. Appreciate y'all tuning in. See ya.